Alvin Joseph DeRusha was born on November 8, 1935, and was the youngest of 11. He was born near Harriet Island in St. Paul, Minnesota, where the George and Mary DeRusha family lived in a cold water fourplex heated by a potbelly and a wood-burning stove for cooking. Al was just 8 years old when he started working for Leo Magel's carnival game concessions on the bassinet shows, which took place on the banks of the Mississippi River. In 1945, flooding canceled the show, and Al's parents were asked if he could go on the road to work for Magel's concessions. When Al came home to start school, he had a summer bankroll of $385. One thing he bought was 2 tons of coal for the family home. Al traveled with Magel's every summer from 1945 to 1953. He worked carnival games at 6 different carnivals, including Royal American at the Minnesota State Fair. In 1954, as a high school senior at Humboldt High School in St. Paul, Al enrolled in a school program that placed him in many part-time jobs, including the Fisher Nut Company. He might have ended up there, but because he had a driver's license, a local television station hired Al. It would be the start of a long and distinguished career in television. Al worked for 2 decades producing famous children's shows of the era. He directed live remotes and election night broadcasts, including an election that had future Vice President Hubert Humphrey, who, by the way, was a strong supporter of show people because of his friendship with then OABA President William T. Collins. Al also directed all major Minnesota sports, including the Twins, North Stars, and Vikings, as well as college and high school sports, including the historic Minnesota State High School Basketball Championship in 1960. OABA Hall of Fame honoree Butch Butler played in that game. Al, an 8-year veteran of the Naval Reserve, was even a certified war correspondent with credentials to do stories in a top-secret environment for military documentaries.
All-Star Wrestling.
In 1974, Al directed the weekly show for the American Wrestling Association. He was also a promoter who owned Assured Promotions, which is DeRusha spelled backwards. Al was a ring announcer.
This will be a 2 out of 3 fall match. Introducing the team in the corner to my right, weighing in at 464 pounds from Stone Mountain, Georgia. He is Sheik Ayatollah Blackwell.
Did play-by-play, and even was a referee for Hulk Hogan and a wrestler who would become the future governor of the state of Minnesota, Jesse the Body Ventura.
Oh, the table has gone over. The table has gone over.
In 1985, Al's expertise in wrestling landed him a job with the WWF, where he helped to develop some of the biggest names in professional wrestling history. Despite working in wrestling, Al never really left the carnival. In fact, he brought wrestling to the fairs. Al joined the Midwest Showmen's Association in the 1960s, serving as its president in 1996. He has also been very active in the Showmen's League of America, serving on various committees, attending many of its functions, and co-producing the annual Hall of Honor induction videos. In 1989, Al co-produced the 25th anniversary for the OABA titled Bright Lights and Fair Nights. This project began Al's long career at the OABA. During his 28-year OABA career, Al has traveled extensively, attending every one of the 20 state conventions quite a few times, as well as many carnivals, conventions, and trade shows. He travels the country as a goodwill ambassador for its infamous Jammin' Jamborees. Al averages about 22 jamborees each year, raising funds to protect outdoor show people in their endeavors. From the almost 400 jamborees over the years, Al has helped raise over $4 million. In addition, he conducts membership drives, attends springboard meetings, and even volunteers to produce the annual OABA Hall of Fame videos. Al has been married to Marlene for 61 years. He first met her in Wausau, Wisconsin, when her mother worked Magel's concessions with her parents, Leo and Louise Magel. Her other grandfather, Clyde Flanders, owned Flanders Carnival. Al and Marlene have 4 children who, in their youth, all worked the summer in the food and game concessions with Magel Concessions. They also have 8 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren. Al DeRusha's career in show business spans a remarkable 73 years. Al easily connects with show people all across the country in spectacular fashion. He just understands their needs and concerns and simply makes the carnival business a better place to be. When asked about retirement, Al says he does not want to discuss it. My life has been one great carnival ride, and I don't want it to stop. Alvin Joseph DeRusha has been inducted into the Midwest Showmen's Association Hall of Fame, Showmen's League of America Hall of Honor, the Minnesota Broadcasting Hall of Fame, and now is a member of the Outdoor Amusement Business Association Hall of Fame.